It's about that time. Assemble and talk. No cap. It's a civil war. You thinking you worthy. You feeling like door. Smash that like button like Hulk, yeah.
That's hilarious. Yo, alright. We back. Obviously, just our second segment of the day, before we do anything, I just want to say dilly dilly. Bam, dilly dilly. You got that, so can you dilly dilly? If y'all got a drink in your hand, no matter what it is, dilly dilly.
What is dilly dilly? Let me take a shot. Take a sip.
Alright. But yeah, I want to put y'all on about something if y'all haven't heard about it yet, because I just found about it like yesterday, and when I looked at the date, I'm like, wait, that's when? And I'm like, oh, that's tomorrow. That's great news. So it comes out today. Well, it's past 12 already, but it came out Saturday the 18th September, and it's Batman on HBO Max. They're coming out with a Batman audio chapters. Batman the audio chapters. I believe that's the word. That's the name of it. The wording, but I'm gonna look it up right now. And so me hearing that, I didn't even dive into it. I think that's basically be like audio books of like fire Batman scripts or whatever, or movies that put without visuals with the audio books. I don't know. So let's see. You ain't know about that, right? Go ahead, admit it. You ain't know about that, I know. It came out today. It's like a big thing. They were promoting it.
It came out today. Talk your shit, slugs. Yeah, you don't want no parts and no argument right now.
Nah, but you know what? We kind of battled last segment with who was the bigger Batman fan. I was talking to his narration for him, and I was like, nah, yeah, you being the biggest Batman fan, like you felt like, nah, that wasn't good enough for shit. But he thought I meant I was saying you're the biggest Batman fan. So when he said it again, embracing it, I had to stop him. Like, well, I'm the biggest Batman fan. I was just saying it for you, but then we went, and then he flamed me round one, he flamed me. But then I came back strong. Like, you never had a Batmobile and shit like that. And then I didn't even say something else, and I think I killed him that one, so it was like 1-1. So we left it at that until further notice.
I have batarangs now.
Alright, we not gonna touch back on that Batman.
He said he got Batman tattoos on stuff.
I know he brought that up. That was he won round one with that. I had the Avengers shit, so it's not like
that's what he said. He had Batman tattoos.
I don't know if that kind of like solidifies it.
No, because when I get the Batman emblem on my chest, the same exact size of Michael Keaton and shit, I don't want to hear nothing, nigga. Black and yellow.
I believe it when I see it.
Yeah, you're right. I've been saying that for a while, but you know what it is? Not to be like a little wuss about it, but the chest tats hurt.
And you actually experienced it.
Yeah, and I experienced it back in 2010, and I still don't want to get another chest tat, but it's about that time, King.
I got a chest tat.
But I want to get my whole chest ribs and all that shit tat. It's all going to be comic themed. Ain't that crazy?
So look, this is it, man, right here. This is,
Yeah, with
just
the city beset by ceaseless criminal chaos. But what happens when a shadow steps out of the darkness? What's the situation, Commissioner? Hail, sweet brother Joseph. Batman, the audio adventures. 10 chapters of serialized mayhem.
Just a simple girl in her past.
That radio definitely gives me the animated series vibe.
I need that radio. I need to buy that radio and put that radio in
Audio
back
adventures, streaming only on HBO Max starting September 18th.
today. So that was that.
Oh,
how you
that's
feel about
out
that?
I thought the trailer was out today.
No, it drops today. It drops today. That's fine. We could go and watch it. Y'all can go and watch it.
No, can.
Will.
I'm
that
going
goes
to.
to prove
All
how
right.
much of a Batman fan he's not. He just thought this was the trailer.
Oh, after I even tell him what I.
After you told
This is
him
around
to
to me.
that.
This is around to me.
This is clearly a round.
It's 2-1. It's a further.
Well, first of all, you clearly do more homework than me on current events, period. So that doesn't
But
count.
you supposed to. Alright.
Nah.
Before he starts this off, he says, "I like to talk about Kurt. Yeah, I know how to."
I seen more animated movies than him.
Wait.
He starts this off talking about I like to do current events first.
Yeah,
He lets people know that every episode.
I get that, and that's why.
Be on point with your current events then.
Nah.
Because I ain't gonna lie. I'm not fully on point with my current events neither, but if I'm a Batman fan,
I've seen.
and I'm versing the person on the podcast who's a Batman fan, I'm gonna be on everything.
And we
Nah,
battled
see.
last week.
Yeah. Put it this way.
Nah, don't do
I
that,
like
bro. Cause
I'm
you
a
could-
rap.
I'm not trying to. I'm trying to keep my
I like
composure right
rap
now,
shit. You know,
bro.
I'm a battle
Like,
type nigga.
Yeah. So try. Yeah.
If I hear that I'm on
You're
good
a judge
with a
right now,
podcast
you're a
with a
judge.
person that's
I
in
feel
tune
like
with the
he's
shit I'm
biased
talking
right
about.
now. Like, OD. Like,
Can I have a fan
he's not even
up?
trying to
Nah,
hear me.
Nah, I get you.
Nobody gonna beat me in the Jay-Z battle type shit like that. Brother for that.
Nobody's gonna beat me in a Batman battle.
He just kind of got this round.
Because he knew one event before me.
Listen, it's rounds.
Yeah, you got a chance to.
Battles go by rounds. The more rounds you win, the more
I wasn't
you win the
about to
battle.
start pulling cards. Nah, you gonna make me start pulling cards. Like, I don't like.
You know,
First of all,
I heard
he's the
you
one
say-
going hard. He's the one going
2
hard. But
minutes
you're
ago, I
like,
heard you say something. I think I
What?
heard you say
I'm the
something.
one
Did you
going
say
hard?
this? Did you say you see
I just
Batman
gave you my
animations to
opinion.
me?
yes.
How is that?
So you mad at me for listening and you not
I
listening?
bet you I can name every Batman
Wait,
animated.
you know what he just said? He said, I see more Batman animations than him. He told you that about me.
Yeah.
But I heard that in the background. But how is that proven fact?
Huh?
How is that proven fact?
It's not a proven fact, but I'll bet my
I don't know
soul
what you've
on
seen
it.
and you don't know what I see.
I bet my soul on it.
Why? Is it because we just
Why?
did the segment and I just seen Hush?
Yeah, and that Hush was like I've been seeing that
Okay.
when you see
Okay.
that.
Oh, he's trying
That's
to come
one.
back.
That's one.
He's trying to come back.
We can go. Like we can. Like I can start naming movies.
I brought that up. But that don't count for you. I brought that up.
Huh?
I brought that up. That
I
don't
mean,
count.
but all right. So who gets more credit? The one who knows what's coming out sooner, or the one who's already seen everything that's out? Like I guarantee you, bro.
Don't say it like that because you make it seem like you've seen this already. Like, you didn't see this.
This just came out today. You said it yourself. Just came out
Exactly.
today.
So
No,
why
but
you
you
can't
thought it
give
was a
me?
trailer.
And after I explained it to you,
You thought it was a
I
trailer.
explained it to him, and he thought
I'm
it was
giving
a
you
trailer.
that.
I'm
No,
sure they
I'm
gave the
giving
trailer
you this. But I don't feel like this is like if you want to pull that as a notch. Of course, I'm gonna pull out as I seen every Batman animated live action piece of material.
Why you can't
that-
just go back in the lab and be like, "How you got this round?"
What was this? What's this?
All right, you got this.
Batman
Right.
Audio Adventures.
This
Adventures.
is right. So because it's not animated means you wasn't into it. That's what you're trying to tell us.
No, I'm not just saying that. I would have eventually seen this. He definitely 100% seen it before me. But within this end of this week, I use HBO Max for everything. I would have definitely came.
You feel like you're gonna watch this before I feel you.
I'm definitely gonna watch this before you.
I laugh and say it first because it's probably a fact. I probably won't jump straight into this off rip. But being a Batman fan, I am gonna jump straight into the first episode.
Listen,
like off rip.
look
I'm
at-
gonna dive.
Look
straight
at my
into
face.
this
Look at my face, people. By the next time you see me on this podcast, which is most likely next week, or if
the 25th.
maybe even sooner if we decide to do something about Titans or something.
Oh, what if?
before that,
Usually do what if in the middle of the week. Yeah.
I'm gonna have listened to them all already. Like they're gonna be already under the belt. Like they're gonna be already under the belt, memorized, stored, locked in. I'm gonna start reciting shit from
You know
them
what
for
you
you.
just did now, right? You better see them now.
It's
I
not-
know you felt that's chill to be a spine.
No, there's
Because
no
now
chill.
next week when I come with, you seen the part when Riddler did. Wait, you didn't watch it?
Bro,
When I
listen,
start doing that to you next week, I don't want to hear nothing.
I'm gonna have my earphones. I'm about to put my earphones on now.
Nah, that's good work. Though. But dudes, like to get serious about it, how excited are you about it being audio chapters without it being visuals?
That's what I was about to say. Like I'm excited, but I feel like my reason for not being super excited is because I'm used. But it's also it's like a gift and a curse because I've never really listened to audiobooks. So this might be cool. I get to sit down with my earphones on and not even like have to look at the screen.
This might be a whole new different approach, and then the fact that it's on HBO Max and it's new, like now, I feel like it might be produced great.
Yeah.
I don't know what you think about this, man. I know you're not a big Batman fan, but that's good because we could hear objective
Yeah.
standpoint.
Lately, Danny knows I'm not a Batman fan, but Danny knows the reason why I'm not a it's not about why I'm not a Batman fan. I've always respected Batman to a certain level, but it's like the Jay-Z effect with y'all when it comes to me and rap shit. You feel me? Like, you always in my ear about this nigga. Fuck this nigga type shit. Like, you feel me? Like,
So
you always in my ear about him.
My understanding, and if y'all
Cool.
been watching the pod lately, y'all just figured it out too. They both made each other not like mad characters for each other. Wow. We just spoke about that, and for on your end, and now he's saying his truth without even us bringing it up, and that's how true it is.
That's exactly how true it is.
You look like you're
That's
not
my
feeling that right
brother.
I'm not because he's tweaking.
See,
He's did
That's
a
my
tweaking.
brother. And your
How
brother.
can you not like
Dead ass.
Batman? Like how can you not like Batman?
How do you mean? How can I not like Batman? Yo, again, I'm gonna keep it a bean.
Wait, before you say how can you
What did I say last time I was on here? Stay
They favorites how
wildin'
Batman.
on Batman.
They give Batman
I-
ratio.
Exactly. Whatever, however you want to say it, they be wilding on Batman. Like, you feel what I'm trying to say? Is it because Batman is just that great, or just because the people who write about him love him that much?
You know what I want to find hilarious? You know what I find hilarious about this though, bro?
What?
That's his argument for not liking Batman. But you are the biggest hypocrite because all your favorite characters, is the case. What are you talking about? You like Iron Man because Marvel don't give him fellatio. You like Wolverine because Marvel don't give him fellatio.
No.
MCU
gets Iron Man fellatio.
Is MCU not Marvel? What is the M in MCU?
Marvel Cinematic Universe. When I talk about MC, I mean Marvel Comics.
Nah,
Right.
but you know that's because he's talking about a long history though. He's talking about a long history
with Wolverine.
No, but either way.
I have a long history with Raph.
What you mean?
Like, I keep it a big with you. My history for Iron Man, I always knew about him, but I became a fan of him.
You heard? What I'm trying to say is, but when you say, when you're referring to Marvel and DC, when I say long history, and the history you're referring to, their long history, we gotta remember, that goes back to 75 years back.
Okay.
Both of them.
Facts.
So he's going, and particularly Batman and Superman, shit like that. So when he's saying they give Batman fellatio or they favoritize Batman, whatever, it's coming from him not just saying the MCU, and yes, MCU is Marvel Cinematic, but
yes,
take away the MCU, and people are still super fans of Marvel.
Yeah.
All right,
You know
so let me take
and
this.
it goes back to 75 years.
And I'm not saying that's why you love Batman. That's not what I'm saying.
Because you can't.
I'm saying why I hate him so much.
All right.
Like, you feel me?
So,
and the fact that
it started from him. It started from him.
I mean, yeah.
You probably didn't even notice it, but it started from him.
Yeah.
And then after a while, you started because you say everything, and then you started being knowledgeable about Batman. You're like, wait, how if this is that? You're not adding up to you.
I was born in '86, right?
Damn. No.
Born in '86. It's cool. Listen, it's cool.
Nah, it's become a hard shit, right? Since Don Cheeto.
Michael Keaton movie came out in 1989, right?
The year I was born.
Cool.
By the way, that's canon now in DCEU.
Because
it came out in 1989.
But it's gonna be when the Flash happens.
Because it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I was only what? 3 going on 4? Because our birthday's in December. I was probably 2 going on 3, depending on the month it came out.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? So with that being said,
I wouldn't even think it came out
watch it the first time it came out. I had to reach a certain age, and my parents.
I was talking about that last time with me with those Batman movies.
Yeah, like, you feel me? Like, this is Batman touch, so you gotta watch it.
To me, when I was like 4 or 5, started watching them, it felt like they just came out, but they had already been out since 92 and before.
I don't know what it is about our generations that grew up, the generation that grew up before me, my generation and shit, but like, it was just something about movies that we caught on years later, but we felt like they just came out.
You know what? Because these characters were still very popular at this time. So for me, when I started thinking about it for me, right? I'm born in 91.
Yeah.
Batman 89 and Batman Forever came out in 92. So that's in between I was born, right? And I'm right? Literally, I mean, outside the reaches, I'm in between those. So when I started being knowledgeable for my memories, like anyone else, is around 4 years old, 5 years old, right? Batman had his animated series in its prime at that time.
Prime.
You feel me? So
yeah, but what I'm trying
for
to say,
you,
Iron
Ninja
Man
Turtles is the same shit though.
that Ninja Turtles came out the year I was born. Ain't that crazy? Like in 1986.
The first one?
Yeah,
Wow,
the cartoon. No, the cartoon.
Oh wow.
The cartoon came out the year I was
hyped
born.
for a second. I'm like,
you feel me? So, I guess parents must have figured, Ninja Turtles, alright, cool, put that on. Like, or whatever, kids just put the kids to watch something type shit. Like, you feel me? I caught a love into it. And I never stopped having a love for it. Like, you feel me? And then when the movie came out in 1990, mind you, I'm 4 years old now. So
that was like for you.
It wasn't,
with the,
I could remember it, seeing it, but my most memories come from it was like 6 years old, 7 years old me. That's when I fully remember watching that movie.
Yeah, I want to chime in real quick.
Me?
I want to take this opportunity. You see how we're talking about the whole like nostalgic factor of characters add to how poppin' they are, and how much credit their companies give them. That just speaks volumes to my son Batman being better than Iron Man. I'm just saying.
Alright, before we get there, that's gonna make sense. Hold on. Before we get there, because I wanted to say.
Plus, it's both fans too.
No, you know.
You're a fan of both.
And I try not to be so much biased. I know where people are at, even though I love them. You know, I can love you more than Superman, but we all know Superman is goat food, right? But anyway, Ninja Turtles, right? What I was getting at, I think their prime started to go downhill when Power Rangers started to uprise.
One of those crazy about that?
And for me,
it's a known fact because I watched a documentary. It's called Toys and Shit. That happened on Netflix. Look that up. If Netflix don't got it, just look it up anyway. Toys shit.
Toys we grew up on.
Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mighty Morphin
Yeah, I had all those toys too, by the way.
Rangers. Facts.
They used to have
Mighty
stretch
Morphin-
toys and all that.
They
too,
literally
right?
got Power Rangers stole.
That was in your bag with like.
They
stuff.
didn't steal the show because it was obviously two different shows. But Power Rangers, they seen some Japan shit boom wrong happening going on. Like, all right, we gonna take that, Americanize it. Yo, Ninja Turtles got a ring to it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mighty
It's
Morphin
4
Power
names,
Rangers,
and they all stand out.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They literally took it from
Oh,
that. Teenage Mutant Ninja
but
Turtles.
is this
Mighty Morphin Power
Can I ask you a
Rangers.
question?
Yeah.
Is this a opinion? I guess.
No,
Excuse
no
me. I
fact.
guess. Oh no, you read this somewhere?
No, it's literally a documentary on
Okay,
Netflix.
no, that's
for
why I take your
toys.
word for it.
And you're gonna see
Take your word
the.
for it, just like you told
and
me
then
about
you're
the
gonna show
Vegeta
you
and
the
this.
Ninja Turtle,
Oh,
and
come on.
it looks
Take
like
your word for
the.
it.
Cause you know what got me into it is I seen the toy shit, right, and then I seen the Ninja Turtles like the first episode. So I clicked on it off rip. If you're a fan of
By the
something,
way, if you try to copy something, you don't always. It's more.
Power Rangers
It's
was
less
successful.
it's less likely that you make a hit trying to copy a hit
Yeah.
than trying to than actually getting a hit. Right? They're hitting two.
You can't just blatantly
Yo,
copy
bro, how
it.
you try to imitate Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and come up with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? Yo, they bodied that. That's what I'm
And it
getting.
rolls off the tongue
No,
the
no,
same
no.
way. Like,
Literally, but exactly. That's exactly what they thought about during the shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's crazy that he brought that up.
So,
Like, you feel
yo,
me? Like,
by the way,
that's crazy.
remember this shit when we was the other day in the room watching the What If? We came across. You aware that they have a Power Rangers game, bro?
Hell yeah.
I want that game.
Hell yeah.
I forgot about that.
Hell
No, I
yeah.
didn't forget about it at all. I wanted to bring that up.
Hell
And,
yeah.
and it's just crazy how it segued perfect into it. I didn't try to like.
You
roll
never
this
played?
way. The reason I brought up Power Rangers, The reason I brought up Power Rangers is because when you said I was like 4 years old when
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles movie came out, so I was like
See,
just.
I was old enough when Power Rangers came out.
But wait,
I remember
but
it
I was trying to say
because
is
I was old enough.
for
Yeah, I
me,
remember Power
for
Rangers
me,
coming out.
Power Rangers what Ninja Turtles was for you.
For you, yeah,
But
exactly.
now that I'm older, yeah, I'm already a fan of Batman, but those already came out.
Before
Those
your
movies.
time, type
Now
shit, like way before
I'm
your time.
old enough, 4 or 5 years old, or 6 years old, and then the Power Rangers movies started to come out, and the first 2 movies.
Nah,
Even
me.
the second one, I like the
Nah,
second
me. I was born the year Batman came out, and I was fully into it already. Like, I was,
Shut
I
up.
was like, I
This
was,
nigga sounds
I was
fucked
a, I was a.
He
infant.
swear he's Batman or Tony Stark, like he was a super kid genius or something.
Ah, no, I'm just Batman. I don't gotta be a genius.
You know why he says that? Because he fell down a cave in St. Mary's Park one time and got scared of some pigeons. And he think he Batman now. I told him he's the guy from Hey Arnold. That's who he is.
Pigeon man.
Nah, fuck that. Nah, but oh, I'm looking trailer for the Power Rangers shit. Sorry. Yo, word. You know what? I'm just gonna we'll get into Titans after all of this because I ain't got forgot. Nah, word. Power Rangers definitely, and we just rolled into that perfectly.
This shit had Marvel vs. Capcom swag, bro. I wanna play this so bad. I forgot all about this.
Alright, I forgot what it's called. It was called Legends.
Battle of the Grid.
Oh, you want it?
Oh, I watched all them shits, yeah.
So you played it or you didn't play it? You sound like you played it earlier.
Facts. Not the battle.
Nigga
You
said
talking about
facts.
Battle Grid?
Ask the question.
Wait up, hold on. 'Cause there's
No, I gotta put that up.
Hold on. Because there's a YouTube channel called the Battle Grid shit, Power Rangers shit. It's like a fan made shit.
This right here, gang. Look it, and they just added this is season 4, so it's like Fortnite. They added new skins and new players.
Alright, bet.
Nigga, this is
Play
like
this game.
Mortal Kombat
I
or
said-
Mortal. Actually,
Alright,
they
bet.
added
Marvel vs. Capcom.
they added Capcom, so it's Power Rangers versus Capcom. Right? It looks like that's what it is.
No,
I don't
they-
want to say versus Capcom.
No, they just added Ryu and Chun-Li.
Don't.
I probably not consider like the old school Power Rangers.
After this, don't say Ryu. It's Ryu, bro. Don't
Ryu.
be a weirdo, bro.
It's
Yeah.
Ryu.
Stop.
We from the hood. We never,
Stop. We
know
never
it's
said Ryu,
but it's
bro.
Ryu.
You never said Ryu,
I don't
bro.
Giyu. I don't go to Giyu Kaku.
You know what's Ryu?
Ryu Kaku.
Rio de Janeiro, nigga. South
It's
America.
Ryu. I'm 100% it's Ryu. Y'all bugging.
Ryu?
No. We know that's what it is, but you're not getting what we saying.
It's
We never
Ryu,
grew
bro.
up saying it.
Don't
Don't
start.
do it now.
That's like when you
His name
first
is
found out.
Ryu,
Remember my
bro.
uncle threw you off? He was like, sword.
Sword.
Don't be sword, bro.
Sword.
I know you know. He was like,
he
sword.
threw me off.
He was like, I know.
He said, "Yo,
but-
I heard you got swords." I'm like, "I got what?" He said, "Swords." I'm like, "I got swords." He's like, "Yeah, that's what I'm saying, swords." I'm like, "Oh, I get what you're doing now." But he had me going for a while.
Yeah, it's crazy. And after that day, after that story, when you put me onto that, I've never heard so many more people say swords.
Like I never. Yo,
I
that was the
call
first
that the
time.
Grand Theft effect. When
Yes.
you don't know about something and you find out about it, it's everywhere now.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, the
Yo, man, keep
algorithm.
this though, for real. This is amazing right here. This is. Your brother was saying he gonna buy it.
I'm gonna
I
buy
want to
it.
buy it. I don't know how much
I
I'm gonna
definitely
buy
would
it.
buy it. I already know I would.
I want to
No,
buy
I
this.
wouldn't
For,
buy it.
I want to buy this for the Switch.
I don't like to do that.
Yeah, everyone. So that's what's cool. You get to learn niggas and anything. I don't know what I don't know the original like you. And then bro, the second movie, my son, the Asian, what's his name? No,
He's
he
not.
was in the second movie.
No, he was in the first one.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Ivan Ooze is the first movie, right?
Yes.
No.
He does.
Oh yeah, and then the second one is Turbo.
Terrible.
Sorry.
That's when Jason and Kimberly came back at them. Nah, he's going to work. I feel like that's how I would be.
Wait till this trailer. Let me talk about that.
I want to talk about that.
Marvel, if you Marvel's Capcom Infinite, just know he's got it locked.
I got it, Bob.
Nah, nigga, son, yo,
Tommy. And they got him getting fixed.
It's funny because I'm just trying to show more.
They show all the specials.
Yeah, they show. I'm not even gonna get into that. Y'all look it up and it's crazy. They show all the other original Power Rangers. Like, yeah, he bodied that. I take that. You know what's funny? I respect him actually for that.
Yeah.
Honestly speaking,
he's one
of those guys that said,
I'm
you
only
know
going to
what?
Ranger. Fuck it.
Nah, he
I'm
could
the
have.
Green
Because
Ranger,
all
I'm the White
dudes,
Ranger,
a
I'm
person
the
like him could have got
Ranger.
big in the '90s, bro. He could have got big in the '90s if he would have had a better agent or somebody that probably didn't want to branch off. Who knows?
My son
But
is stuck
the fact that he's
to
stuck
the
with Green Ranger to this day and does mad reenactments and
He stuck to
anything
the-
that anybody
he
needs.
stuck to any Ranger he was. Period.
Yeah, anybody needs a Ranger to be performed in live action, he'll then have to suit up and take that mask off, and it'll make it feel stronger, heartfelt because he actually is the Ranger.
He has his own little fake series right now.
That's cool.
He's a Ranger again.
My favorite Power Ranger was Billy.
Billy? You
Not the
are-
new
yeah,
movie. Not the new movie Billy.
I know the old Billy, the
Yeah,
old guy.
with the glasses.
He like an old
Blue
guy. He
Billy.
wasn't old, but he looked old.
He did
He's the
look
one
old.
that they replaced,
My son.
right? They replaced him in Turbo.
Yeah.
And the little kid came out.
Yeah, that was trash.
I remember when Turbo came out. I want to touch on that real fast. I remember when Turbo came out specifically, and now that I was a little older, probably like it came out I think like 9/7, so I probably was like 6. And word,
Yeah.
it was so, you know what, it was fire for me, bro, because it would, they took it to another notch, and me being like a wheels person my whole, like, since young, liking cars and dirt bikes since young, I was like, how dare they? I never thought they can do something like that, and it was like mad good to me. But when they was in the woods and all that with the backpacks, that always stood out to me. The digitalized backpacks that was like advanced, just wasn't advanced at all.
I was one of
The
those.
watch.
Once they stopped with the
That
original
had
five,
nothing on. That had nothing on.
Once
the
they stopped with the
Ranger.
original 5 plus the Tommy, I didn't
Nah,
care
yeah.
about it no more.
But even those still looked kind of like the regular Rangers. They wasn't too far off with the
The
suits.
Ninja Rangers?
They wasn't too. No, wait, not the Ninja Rangers.
Oh, the Turbo Rangers.
Rangers.
Yeah,
They
they
wasn't too far off
off.
from the regular ones. That's why it's still, it was not. It was organic in a way.
You know what I never understood though? How when they morphed the Blue Ranger, the little kid turned into an adult.
He pulled Shazam.
I want to talk about how the original Power Rangers was racist.
Oh,
Oh yeah, because they had the Asian
Color
as the
coordinated.
yellow,
Asian as yellow,
the black as black,
Plus his weapon was the only one that shoots.
and they had
And
the.
he dances.
I'm about to go on a limb right here and say
Gets
this.
crazy.
Right, I'm about to go on a
Break
little limb
dances.
and say this. They had
Kimberly, the white girl, just the pink ranger.
the Red Ranger was a
Billy, the white
redneck.
boy.
He was Italian.
The Red Ranger was Italian.
I thought you were-
Tommy's Irish.
I said redneck.
It was just
Tommy
like,
the Green Ranger was
Yeah.
Irish.
that's why they switched it all in the the new movie shits. That's why they switched it like that.
But back in the days, it was like that with anything. And it
Yeah.
wasn't that it was
Yeah.
even racist. It was just like, nigga, isn't that not the
The
truth?
stereotypes.
It was a raw. Yeah, it was stereotypes that
I mean,
was
I said
acknowledged.
basically stereotypes.
Ex-
Nah, but
Acknowledge
I feel like
stereotypes
they
back then,
spazzed the
yeah.
most with Zach though. Like they
I ain't gonna lie,
they made him dance. They turned his weapon into a gun. Like it's an axe, and it had to be a gun. Like that's like
And he dances.
we see what you did here.
He'll break this. You crazy.
I definitely, I ain't gonna lie. I think
Like,
I'll
that
cop
shit's
that
crazy.
soon one day. Like
Nah,
just to have it in the archive, just to battle
shit's
people
crazy.
like when y'all here and stuff like that. Just to battle.
I want that for the Switch, and I'm smoking boots.
You're not smoking
What you want to know what's crazy about that?
You're
Same
not
shit though.
smoking
I'm smoking boots.
Don't say you smoking boots. 'Cause
I'm
you said
smoking
you was
boots.
smoking
I'm
boots.
smoking boots.
And the first game we
You
played
eat cheese,
since-
my nigga.
Alright,
You cheese.
You know we gonna dive into it. We gonna end the segment off with this. You know what happened, Dan? The other day we was watching What If, right? So then I'm like, yo, I had my P4 on because I was playing Marvel's Avengers game. They showing how hype, how souped up my characters are. So we end up stumbling upon I have Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and he was like, we can throw it on. I'm like, we can throw it on. He like, we throw it on right now. I like the same night I went to it, exit out my game, click that game, right? So we play.
I'm definitely with the shit.
he win the first game, right?
I won the
match.
first few.
Wait, he win the first match. I win the second match. I remember that. Then he dead ass goes on like a Woody winning streak, and then he started to bother my pride because I'm a sore loser. I like winning. That's my thing.
He was about to quit.
It was 5-1. It was 5-1. I ain't gonna lie.
He was about to quit.
Next thing you know, it's 7-5. Matches. That's matches, by the way. It's 7-5.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So what I did was, the reason I was losing, I was finding my niche. Right? I was finding my niche.
Yeah.
And I found my two characters I liked the most out of all those matches, and I teamed them niggas up. And once I did that,
And started cheesing.
I assembled the stones. It was over.
Listen,
You can't mess
cheese is
with
a win. A win is a win.
I had my son.
Like I always said, I hate the cheeses.
Nowadays-
I had Iron Man.
So I have to cheese.
Look, I had
Nowadays,
Iron Man.
when I used to
I had
cheese, it
Iron
was a
Man
problem.
and Nova, and then the Power Stone as my stone. So he couldn't get close to me. Power Stone. And then my son Iron Man, you couldn't get close to him. And then they both got beastie specials, and it was bad for him. He had his man, what was the man's name? What was your man's name? The big guy.
I call Monica right now. She'll tell you.
Nemesis.
He had Nemesis. Nemesis was a problem at first. But then once I realized it, I started smoking Nemesis.
Iron Man special is a cheese code. This nigga was beasting with the Power Stone. Like that's all we heard the whole match.
5-7 was the thing.
Power
then
Stone,
he ended
Power
up.
Stone,
Then he
Power
put his best niggas together, and then it was 7-up. He won 2 straight, but it was like close matches. So I told him I don't even feel like I lost those 2. We battled out some more. I won. He's like, nah, one more. I won again. And we left it. It was like 7-9. We left it there. And so
You got smoke.
yeah, he started off great, but after
So
I
you
started,
didn't get smoked because you was winning.
no.
Then you got
Once I learned how to
The
win,
reason why
He got the best
smoked
of
is
me.
because it's just like you
I
was
didn't get
up
smoked.
by
He
so
got the
much,
best.
yeah,
and for you to lose,
that much, and then let me take it and be up by.
that's what I'm
two.
saying. Like,
He was
that means
cheesing,
you
bro.
gotta smoke
He was cheesing.
He said she's in. I say tomato. Whatever.
The whole fight consisted of 3 moves from each
But
player.
yeah, the word though.
When Dante was smoking boots.
Dante though. Oh,
Don't
I ain't
say
even
that.
get into it. That was the segment. Let us know what y'all thought of the Batman drink for real. Are y'all would y'all watch it? How excited would y'all be for that? And and the, also what y'all saw for the Power Rangers trailer. Would that be a game that would y'all buy it or not? Let us know below.
Definitely gonna buy it.
Subscribe, smash that like button.
Go go Power Rangers.
It's about that time. Assemble and talk. No cap. It's a civil war. You thinking you worthy. You feeling like door. Smash that like button like Hulk, yeah.